Hi, let's talk about rich people today. Who is master? Who is rich? I live in UK for 23 years. I've been many rich peoples. I have many rich people in India as well. But I have a different experience with those people. That experience I want to share here. What is a rich man definition? I think rich man is who have extra wealth, who required help other to guard his property or wealth. And wealth in the other hand cannot be safe, is it? Rich become vulnerable, always live in fear. Their fear make him a super guard over and above all his people who are securing his property. Actually, he is not more than a security manager of his employee. The rich become dependent on other to guard his property. Really, fear of losing always be there. He cannot sleep. Rich live on his wealth. Wealth become his identity, his prestige, his life. The wealth become the master because he cannot live without the master, because the wealth shield him on all aspects. On his relationship, on socially, on friendship, everything. Wealth shielded him everywhere. So he can't lose. He cannot bear to lose it. Because of these all reasons, the wealth become the master for him. Wealth become the prime. The wealth become the master for him. The reality for him. Actually, he become a slave of his own wealth. Let me explain you on a different way. When he leaves the wealth, what happens? Is that wealth cry? No, the rich man will cry. And do you think if I own a house, do I really own a house? If I lose a house, who will cry? The house or me? That's what happens to a rich person. Let me tell you a small story here. A person who spent all his earning to build a house for his retirement. He was happy walking on the garden, but all of a sudden his servant comes and says, there was a big fire in the house, we lost everything. And he rushed back to his house and seen the fire, and he collapsed, he had a heart attack and nearly died. After a few minutes his son came and said, no, we had insurance will get the insurance and we can rebuild again, so we have not lose anything. Soon he heard the news, the strength come back again, his breathing become normal, he survived somehow. But after a few minutes the insurance agent came and he said, because this document is not been signed, this policy is not applied. And he collapsed, he get a second heart attack and he died. So the person who has the house, is he owning the house or house owning? When the house was not there, who dies? The person. The same way, if we have a 10 servant, I possess 10 servants, and if I lose any of my servant, I lose my ownership as well. I cannot be a master if all my servant lost. And the interesting thing is that slave will also want to be free, desire to be not to be bondage. So when the master dies, slaves get happy, they are in love. But if the slave dies, the master loses his ownership, master feel unhappy. Now think, who is the slave really between the two? One who cry or one who laugh? That's what happened to a rich people. The seed of slavery, where that hidden? It's hidden in the desire to possess, desire to own, desire to make many people slaves, desire to own. The greater the desire is, the greater the slavery we have. This is what happens. The master means who can live in no desire. That is a must. That is ownership really. The rich and not to be a poor is a great art. And other thing is to be a poor and to be a rich is the other side of the art of living. Owners means what? Who own. What to own? The self, not the things. Actually, we cannot become master if we not own ourselves. Hope this makes clear who is the rich people and how they suffer, how they really yes do slavery. I've been to this and I don't have any slavery at all from now. I understand this now. So hope you can also understand and never be an owner other than yourself. That is a key of a life, key understanding of this talk. Hope you like this, and you can listen my other talk on Jogi World YouTube channel. Thank you very much.